What is going on, Not So Pro Nation? We're back at it again on another Monday, coming to you live. What's going on, Reed? How you doing?
I would prefer if I'd be back in my original spot right here.
I guess. All right.
There we
You
go.
happy now?
I'm very happy.
All right. So we got the biggest game of the year, you guys. We got the Super Bowl. What's going on, Nestor? We see you down there in the comments. We got the Super Bowl this Sunday. Are you guys excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty desperate for some football after that Pro Bowl.
Oh gosh,
Ew,
horrible.
dude,
Huh?
we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they should just like get rid of the whole thing and do something totally different with it. You know, get creative. Just it's bad.
They
It
need to
really
do
is.
something.
Like I kind of sort of like the mini games. You know, I like the quarterback games. That is fun to watch. Cornerback is okay. Receiver, where you try to do like the whole toe drag swag. That was Nush said the Pro Bowl sucked. Yeah, kind of did. And those y'all praising Mac Jones, he would have got that touchdown. I promise you that. He would have got rocked. Rocked. Yeah. But no, we got the Super Bowl. We got the biggest game of the year here. It's basically a holiday. I know it's a holiday for me. I'm pretty sure it is for y'all. You got to go out. You got to celebrate. You got to start the pit. Unfortunately, I'm going to be moving to a different location at that time. So it's going to be a different experience for me this year. Pete says, mini games were horrible. Elementary field day was more intense. Yeah, like I said, I normally just like the quarterback competition. That's pretty cool to watch. Everything else was it's kind of watered down. I didn't really like it, but I don't know. Hopefully, they could get creative and do something to catch the viewer's eye. I mean, it's not football. It not even close to it. It's horrible. I mean, whatever. You know, players want to protect themselves because they're trying to get paid. It's smart thinking.
Oh yeah.
But you don't get any views off the Pro Bowl. No one watches. It's at 3:00 in the afternoon on a set. No one watch. Come on, man. You know it. We're not caught up on that today. We're talking about the Super Bowl, you guys. Right off the bat, I want to hit it strong. Okay, right off the bat, these are the Super Bowl uniforms for the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, Cincinnati Bengals are going all blacked out. You got the orange stripes. And so it looks slick, it looks nice. While Los Angeles home team is having all whites, your blue, they're newer jerseys. Just based off the uniforms, what's a bold pick right here for
based off the uniforms?
just strictly based off the uniforms. Because you're going light against dark now. The dark side, the light side. What are you doing?
Obviously, the dark side is where it's at, man.
Yeah. I mean, no one loves their white jersey more than their home color jersey. So I mean, Bengals win this for sure.
Because you remember the Bengals do also have the orange color jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
But that black and that orange, it just looks sick. I'm super excited. So, geez, man. I'm so pumped. I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to finally sit down, if I'm able to this year, sit down, start from the beginning of the Super Bowl, look at all the commercials, because the commercials are amazing. Hit the awesome halftime show where you're having Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, two other people, right? I mean, it's gonna be a great performance. I'm just really excited about Eminem. That's my guy. I like to watch him, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun to watch. As far as team wise, I know there's some concern about Uzama.
Yep.
And he
Hmm.
said there's no way in HE double hockey sticks he's missing the biggest game of his life. Okay, so he will be there this Sunday playing. I don't know if he's going to be 100%, but he is going to play for sure against the Rams. I mean, come on. You fought all year for this. You got so close. You're not going to give up the last game. You got to
Hmm.
go all out. Leave it all on the field. Look like you want to say something, Reed.
We'll see. I mean, if it's more beneficial for the team to sit him and activate someone from the practice squad so they actually have more depth, I think they'll do it. But if he's able to like literally just move, he's gonna want to suit up. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes it's a strategy by a team just to have your star player just suit up, just because the defense has to game plan for that. So we'll see.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's just if he does play, I hope he does because I liked him throughout the year. I mean, during our fantasy episodes, AJ, we would talk about him every time we talk about tight ends. He's just a good tight end. He's great in the red zone, and that's what the Bengals really missed this past game when they played against the Chiefs. But they still came out with the win. They showed that they can go with any type of tight end back there, throw the ball to him. He can make uh, good catches and all that stuff. So I think it's just more up to Burrow, but definitely having Uzama out there if he's healthy enough to cut and all that in the red zone, it's going to be uh, pretty vital for them.
Nice. Good talk. Good points, you guys. I want to refer back to our last podcast and how we're talking. I think it was our last podcast, or unless I had a conversation with someone, I get sidetracked because I talk football almost 24/7 wherever I'm at. You can never get me to shut up about it. But I was talking, and clearly, books, records, stats, Rams are the better team. 100%. Are they projected to win? Yeah. Is it correct for them to be projected to win? Yeah, they're the better team. They got they're better coordinated, and it's just they have all stars. But we cannot forget what the Bengals have been through. I know we talked about the Bengals have they got to be afraid either going up against San Francisco's defensive front or LA's defensive front because there's no joke. But when you look back at the divisional game against Cincinnati and Tennessee, Burrow was getting hit, ripped, thrown, punched, spat on. It was disgusting. He got hit so many times. I think that was the most. I think he's been sacked 51 times just this year. Sorry, not this year, but throughout the season and the postseason, he's been sacked 51 times. That's the most out of any QB. But look how successful they are. And they are successful because of their air game. Joe Burrow is able to get the ball out of his hands into someone else's hands, whether it be Jamar Chase, whether it be T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, even Joe Mixon, Uzama. So you look at
Hmm.
all that, you put that all together, you put that in perspective. Um, because when you look at the Kansas City game, they couldn't get that either. There is no Jamar Chase time. They shut him down. They are double teaming him. He couldn't do too much, but that's where those other players stepped up. That's where you had your T. Higgins come out here and making those key catches. That's where you had Joe Mixon make that amazing one-hander catch and run for that first down. I mean, you got to rely on that. And I think a huge part of this of the success that Cincinnati needs has to be from the run game, from Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has to make a statement and make a difference on the offense, keeping that defense honest. You just don't want to have a bull rush defense all game long. That's going to get real tired for the offensive line. And we all know they can't hold up.
Yeah, man. Honestly, right now, the way the Bengals have been playing this postseason, they remind me of Eli Manning when he was with the New York Giants those 2 years that they won the Super Bowl. They were the underdogs coming in, just like the Bengals are now. Didn't even play a home game the entire playoff series, just like the Bengals have done now, and they ended up beating. One of the top teams, or all the top teams, honestly. They beat the Titans and they beat the Chiefs, the 1 and 2. Uh, I mean, it just reminds me so much of when we were teenagers and we were watching Eli Manning pick apart the Patriots when on both roads to win a Super Bowl. So they remind me of that a lot. And everybody loves an underdog story. I feel like both the Rams and the Bengals are evenly matched on offense. It's just the defense is what is going to be the decider for me.
For that Cincinnati defense.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Reed.
Yeah, going off of what Vincent was saying, if you're picking the Rams just because they're predicted to win and just counting out the Bengals, you're wrong. The Bengals have been counted out the entire year, and look where they are now. They're in the Super Bowl. So if you're going to count them out now, you're wrong. They have anybody's chance to win this game. It's up to them. And going off of what Vincent was saying again, it really comes down to the defense. The Rams offense is going to make plays. The Bengals offense is going to make plays. And we know the Rams defense is going to make plays, especially with the offensive line. Expect Aaron Donald to have a huge game. But all the Bengals defense have to do is just make a few plays here and there, maybe create a turnover or two, and the Bengals have any chance. They have a chance to win this game.
Oh yeah. 100%. I mean, they are there for a reason. They are not a pushover team. They are a team that no one expected to be there. I mean, people were even putting them as high as ranking second in their division. So, I mean, everyone has every right to downplay them. But let's go into a little history report with the Cincinnati Bengals here. A little brief history, something that's most recent than anything. For those of y'all who don't know, the head coach Zach Taylor was actually under Sean McVay and his coaching staff with the Rams. So Zach Taylor, not saying, I mean, that's a huge advantage, but that is an advantage because McVay and, vice versa. McVay knows you, but you know where you're going up against. You know your enemy. You've been studying him. I mean, it's like an episode of Star Wars. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi going against Anakin Skywalker to turn into Darth Vader. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. I think he's going to get super creative to go up against that strong defense. Well, he has to be. But I think he's going to do it like in a very creative way to where he knows that it's going to work and only he will know it's going to work. I'm not sure if I'm making too much sense right now, but the way you watch the game, I feel like you're going to have a lot of doubt of the offensive play calling, but it'll work out in the end. I don't know, maybe just debate. But let's go further on into history here. So the Cincinnati Bengals, this is their third Super Bowl appearance. Okay, the last time they even won a playoff game was in 1990. 1990, that was a long time ago. And the last time they were in the Super Bowl was 40 years ago. Okay, so the first two times they went to the Super Bowl, they played up against the San Francisco 49ers both times, falling short to none other than the GOAT himself, Joe Montana, the one and only. So let's see if the Cincinnati Bengals could do the Niners another solid and beat the Rams this Super Bowl. Come on, man. You've been feeding us all these years. Come on, all these generations. Let's keep it going. So obviously, the Bengals have a lot to play for. They got a lot to lose because next season, we don't know if we're going to get the same Bengals. We saw a back and forth roller coaster with this team. Either like, oh man, they look solid. Like, okay, they just, what did I just watch? So I feel like they got to capitalize this year because next year, I'm going to do it again. I feel like they're going to finish first in their division, but it's going to be extremely difficult for them to get to the Super Bowl once again. Depending on what I see this Sunday, I feel like this Sunday is going to put a stamp in history. Of course it is, but it's a huge, huge game. And we'll go into the history with the other side right now, but I want to truly secure our Bengal talk because I'm pretty sure 90% of the population of NFL fans are going for the Bengals this Sunday. The only people who are Chiefs fans and probably Patriots fans. And I didn't mention Rams fans because those guys don't exist. They just live in LA. Okay. If you lived in St. Louis before that, 0.001% of y'all, congratulations. I don't know if you guys are still around or not. But that's my talk with the Bengals. You guys got anything else to say about them?
You want to go first, Reed, or you want me to go first?
I would say a key thing to stop the Bengals as far as their offense for the Rams is just somehow try to limit Jamar Chase. If they let Jamar Chase do what he does, it's going to be very hard for the Rams to win this game. Jamar Chase is a game breaker, game wrecker. If he has 100 plus yards and a touchdown or two, the Bengals win this game, in my opinion. And then on defense, they just got to create, as I said earlier, just got to create a takeaway or two, and they can win this game.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. I haven't looked at the stats for Stafford and how many picks he's thrown. If he's thrown any picks in the playoffs, I think he has.
Yeah, and I think in the last game he did.
The last game, right?
Against
But I think it's up to Bates and Von Bell, who are their safeties. They're some of their best guys back there in the backfield. So I think if, just like Reed said, they need a takeaway or two. If they get those takeaways, I think that those guys are going to be pivotal to that. Unless it's like a forced fumble if they're able to sack Stafford. But I think those safeties are going to be a pivotal point in making turnovers for that Cincinnati defense. On offense, just like Reed said, I mean, they just have the studs, man, these young studs. And if they're having good games, if Ramsey's not locking up all their stars or whatever, and Donald isn't.
Who?
So
Ramsey, right?
Ramsey? That
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's the best cornerback in the league, but he is pretty fast. He runs out routes like a wide receiver for that defense. So I think he's going to be pretty good. He's not going to be the best player on the field when they're on defense, but he's definitely going to make he's going to try to make a point. I just think if Ramsey's able to do what he's supposed to do as the best cornerback in the league, I think the Rams win. Reed, did you not see my quotation marks, Reed?
Even just saying it, just.
Oh, I'm saying it. I'm saying it because that's what's said. I don't believe it. I don't think the Rams defense is the best defense in the league either. But they are better than the Bengals defense at this point. So, as y'all are shaking your heads constantly up there and making faces, yeah, that's my thing. It's going to come down to defense for me. I'm a big defensive guy. My dad's a defensive coordinator himself, so I pick his brain every once in a while. But yeah, I just think, like everybody says, for like the past couple decades, defense wins championships, and that's what's going to happen this Super Bowl again.
Okay. And I wasn't shaking my head because I didn't agree with you, Vince. I was shaking my head because where's y'all scripts at? We're supposed to start off with the Bengals, then hit the halftime show, and then get into the Rams. You guys went straight into the Rams. You went straight into the Rams. Yes, you did. What do you mean you didn't talk about the Rams?
When did I say the Rams?
You're talking about Matt Stafford and what the Rams defense have to do to stop Jamar Chase.
That's the only. I didn't say Matthew Stafford. That was Vincent.
Oh my gosh, I was extremely disappointed with y'all.
I was talking about the Cincinnati's defense, about their safeties, and seeing if they're going to get some picks on Stafford. So
we're gonna have a serious conversation after this podcast.
Whatever.
Very serious conversation.
Serious conversation with you.
With me.
It's
you. Serious conversation with you, dude.
You.
All right. Before I get into the Rams, because these guys are way ahead of me as always. Let's talk just a little sliver. I want to have a little sliver of that halftime show. I don't know why you guys are not excited. It's Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Snoop Double G, whatever you want to call him. This is awesome. It's going to be a great halftime show, you guys. This is what I really wish the Niners were playing, because it's a great performance. Honestly,
yeah, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it if the Niners were playing because they'd be losing.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. I would not be able to enjoy it. Just like I was not able to enjoy who was it in the Miami Super Bowl in 2019. I forgot who it was. I I didn't like it. It's all about the halftime show. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think that's the only halftime show. I can't say this. I can't say this because I love Mr. B and he supports us so freaking much. Halftime shows are essential to these games. Essential. It just depends on the person to make it great. Okay. But one song I really hope they do play is I Need a Doctor. Okay. If they play that song, I'm good. I'm good. I don't care who wins. I'm fine. I just want to hear that song played live from Dr. Dre and Eminem. It's just I want to think about that when I'm working out because I always listen to that song when I'm working out. But
Well,
yeah,
they said they're gonna have some throwbacks, so possibly.
yeah. I mean, hopefully, is there any song you guys want to hear in the halftime show?
Not specifically.
Oh
I just want a good
okay.
show. I want
I
some
mean,
good commercials, a good show, a good game. You know, that's what we've been waiting for. Since none of our teams are in the Super Bowl, we just have to have something that wows us.
fine. We'll talk about the Rams. Fine.
Hey, wait.
What?
Let me. I want to say one thing. The one thing that we need from this Super Bowl show is a really good meme. There's always that one meme that comes out of every single Super Bowl show. I hope this one's good.
There is always a me. That's who it was.
Like last year.
It was Shakira and J Lo playing in 2019.
The SpongeBob.
That's what she did.
Dude, as soon as I saw it, I was like, "That's a meme. It's going everywhere."
Like, why would you do that to the camera?
Last year was the weekend.
The shark, the left shark, was it?
The shark was
Beyonce.
Katy Perry.
Oh, was it Katy Perry?
Yeah, the shark was Katy Perry. They had the sharks dancing, and then it was also Lady Gaga in the Patriots Super Bowl and Falcons, where she jumped off the roof. She just went.
Oh, that was good. That was a good one.
That was.
Did the Weeknd have it? Did the Weeknd have anything last year?
Yeah, he was in the glass room, and everybody was like,
okay.
You couldn't recognize anything. You didn't know where he was going. That was probably the only meme from that one.
Yeah.
All I know is that this halftime performance is not. I don't think it's going to be that flashy, but I know it's going to go hard.
Oh,
it's going freaking hard, and I hope to see Slim Shady. I honestly do. I want to see him break out for a little bit. I'm excited. I said, I don't even know what I want to cook. Okay. So let's hop over to the Rams side. The boring side, the side that no one really likes, in LA team, and it's a mess over there. But you have a former first round draft pick going up against another first overall draft pick. Matt Stafford against Joe Burrow. Matt Stafford, he's had an incredible career, but championships and wins don't show for it. He's an amazing quarterback, and you can see you put him on a team that has weapons, that has a good head coaching staff. Look at them. They're in the Super Bowl. And I hate to say that they were right, but they were semi-right. That's how far I'm going to go. They're semi-right about it. Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, well-deserving players. Robert Woods, well-deserving. Unfortunately, he got injured during the year. OBJ, not deserving. Don't like that guy. But is quickly becoming a huge X factor on that offense. Yes, that guy is not someone to sleep on. Yeah, I'm not dishing on his talent. He is doing incredible from when he first started with the Rams to where he's at now. That guy cannot be ignored. You cannot put all your focus on Cooper Kupp because OBJ, he's dangerous. He is dangerous in this offense. I don't know if he's coming back or this offense just knows how to utilize him, or Baker Mayfield just straight out blows. So, yeah, I said it. And there's a cool stat I'll mention later on.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear it right now?
I think I know what
we're talking about the Rams right now. You need to stay focused.
I just hate talking about the Rams. Focused. I hate talking about the Rams. Okay, anyways, what was I saying? Matt Stafford's good, OBJ, Cooper Kupp. Okay, yeah, Tyler Higbee. I mean, he's gonna be playing. It's safe. As far as how healthy he's going to be, I don't know. But Blatton, that third string that came in, played phenomenal. He was able to do what he needed to do, and that was just hold on to the ball. Catch the ball, hold on to it. That's all he needs to do, and he did it great. Because I feel like the Rams are going to be doing a lot of check down. Now, This defensive front that Cincinnati has is not the same as the Niners, and is not the same as Tampa Bay. They're not going to get to him right away. So he's going to have a little more time in the pocket. So expect a lot more bigger plays, a lot more long bombs down the field. So Eli Apple is going to have his hands full trying to cover either Cooper Kupp or OBJ. I think he's covering Cooper Kupp, honestly. So he's covering Kupp. So he's going to have his hands full of sort of those safeties out there. Can he handle him? I don't know. I know in the Saints he wasn't very liked as a corner, but he's very he plays a lot of heart here. He's made it to this game. He wants to do something. I don't know. That's pretty tough. You think you can handle Cooper Kupp?
No, nobody can right now.
He's not the fastest guy, but his route running is impeccable. He's so good at cutting and making people think he's going one way, and he's just like, oh, I'm over here already.
And then after the catch also.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, he's good there. And I guess that's where him and OBJ complement each other, because OBJ, I mean, he still has the speed on him, but man, I wish they could convert his skill in real life into Madden, because every time I use OBJ in Madden, he drops the ball. He can never hold on to it. In real life, as soon as his fingertips touch the ball, he's holding on to that thing. I mean, it's not coming apart. So that's where they complement each other offensively. Let's switch over to the defensive side. Von Miller, I'm so glad he's back in the Super Bowl. Great player. Human being's a little questionable because there was the rumors this offseason. You guys remember those rumors. I'm not going to mention it here because no negativity here. No negativity. But Aaron Donald, can't stand that guy. Freak of nature? Yes. Human being? Ugly person. But he's going to have a field day, man. He's going to have such a great day getting into that O-line, trying to get Joe Burr. It's going to be up to him to scramble just enough to get those passes out. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Uzama playing a huge part in this offense. And I don't think Jalen Ramsey could handle Jamar Chase. Jalen Ramsey did not do good all season. He can't handle Debo. He can't handle Debo, man. I know Debo's fast, but now we're talking about Jamar Chase. He has more speed and he has better catching ability. This guy, if the ball's in the area, it's amazing what he can do. Doesn't matter where he's at on the field, he will catch that ball. Jalen Ramsey's going to get hurt, and not hurt, but he's going to get flustered. He gets in his own head, and he is his own poison to that defense. As soon as he goes under, the whole defense is going under because he gets in everyone's face. I don't think he'll be able to handle Jamar Chase. Any predictions on the defensive play for LA?
The defensive play?
Yeah.
I mean, as you kind of said, Aaron Donald's going to have a field day with that O-line. Expect a couple sacks, a few run stuffs from him. Definitely, he's going to. I mean, the Bengals are going to try to double team him, but it ain't going to work. And that's just going to free up the rest of the line to have their plays. So everybody's going to have a big day against those Bengals, in my opinion. And as far as the defensive backfield, the linebackers, Weddle, hopefully he can continue what he's doing. That could be a potential weak point just because he's not as familiar with that defense, even though he's been playing well. Maybe the Bengals can try to exploit that. And then as Jalen Ramsey, he's going to get beat. If he handles himself well and stays in the game, then they can win. But usually he beats himself up, gets in his own head, gets frustrated, and then everything starts crumbling from there. So the Bengals, the Rams defense is going to make their plays. They're going to get some stops where the Bengals are going to have to punt it. But it's really just matters of how many of those big plays they can stop against the Bengals.
Okay.
Ditto.
Do they have to stop the big plays, or do they have to stop Joe Burrow?
They have to stop the big plays. They'll hit Joe Burrow a lot, but that's not going to stop him. They need to stop the big plays. If they can stop the big plays, I think that stops the Bengals.
Okay, all right. So let's do a little history on the Rams here. This is the Rams' 5th appearance to a Super Bowl. They have won one Super Bowl where the Bengals have not won any. The Rams won once against the Tennessee Titans in 1999.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
That's what they were called.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Marshall Falk.
Yeah.
I forgot the wide receivers.
What?
Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt, yeah.
So yeah, they do. They are hungry to win. They last appeared in the Super Bowl in 2018 against the New England Patriots, where Tom Brady. It was probably one of the worst Super Bowls I've ever witnessed. Horrible. So let's hope it is a repeat this year for the Cincinnati Bengals' sake, and Cincinnati Bengals come out on top. Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, I guess my prediction's pretty clear. I have the Cincinnati Bengals winning 34-27.
Where's your board?
You really want to do a board?
Yeah, I did my board. Did you guys not do your board?
You did your board?
Yeah,
I thought we said we weren't going to do a board.
I said let's do a board.
Dude, I already told you. I can't do a board unless.
Okay, well, for the fans, guys, don't
Oh,
worry. I did the board. I was faithful to you guys. I got you. I did a board. I got the Bengals winning.
Like, oh my gosh.
I did a board. It's a B.
Too.
Their logo's a B. What do you want me to do here? Bengals, I think it's going to be a very close game. It's going to reflect how the playoffs have been all year. Close games. It's going to come down to the last play, and McPherson is going to kick the game-winning field goal, 24-21.
Are you talking about Shooter McPherson?
Yes, sir. I am.
What a stud, dude.
What a freaking stud. What do you got? You got a board?
Dude, I already showed you my board. I erased it already because it was too good.
Okay.
I mean, I'll be the bad guy.
You're always
the
bad guy.
I'll be the bad guy.
He's secretly a Rams fan.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is. He's
Don't like
he is.
I like Matthew Stafford. Don't get me wrong. I like Matthew.
Everybody does.
Everybody loves that guy. I love Joe Burrow too. I just think the cards are stacked against him. For the second time in a row, the home team is actually at the Super Bowl. I think that's a crazy stat. After I don't know how many years it was, 51 years or something like that, 52 years.
AJ, what does the Rams home field advantage mean?
I was going to say something really bad. Jack squat. I was going to say another word. But
That's what I
Jack
was
squat.
going to say.
Yeah. That's a freaking Niners territory right there.
I'm just saying. I think it's going to be a tight game for sure, though. I got it going 35-32. Rams are going to win it. I do believe that Joe Burrow is going to have the ball at the end, though. That's just how it's going to play out. I just think the Rams win because I did my bracket like that.
Okay.
I can't stand this guy, man. Gosh. Well, anyways, those are our predictions. I got the Bengals. Reed's got the Bengals. Vince, the villain down there, has the Rams because it's just the way he is, unfortunately. But we love him. And look at us now. See that? I am going to say the stat, though. Or not the stat, but what I want to say about Baker Mayfield. Okay, and there's nothing y'all could do to stop me. On betting apps like MyBookie AG, which we're not sponsored by, hopefully they hear this. On MyBookie, it says who's going to be the Browns starting quarterback next season. And Baker Mayfield is plus 250. So he's favored to be the quarterback, right? Right behind him at minus 100, which that's not too far away. Minus 100, you have none other than Jimmy G. What did I say at the beginning of the season?
I mean, the Browns already came out and declared that Baker Mayfield is their quarterback in the future.
Yeah, and Titans also said they're not going to pursue Aaron Rodgers. Doubt that.
All I'll say is that could I see that trade happening and they have a QB competition? Yes. I do think they want Baker to be their guy. I think they want Baker to be their guy, but I also see them making a plan B in case he isn't that guy because they can see that he may not be. But they want Baker to be their franchise guy.
Well, I mean, he is going into, or he already had his surgery. So you hope he comes back better or just the same, because you could tell that that shoulder really affected him. That's why he didn't go 40-8. But yeah, I mean, I could see Garoppolo playing there. Ugly colors that are going to be on him, but he'll make them look nice.
Oh, he makes anything look nice. All right, you guys. If you guys have any questions or you guys want to pick our brain about the Super Bowl, go ahead and DM us. We are everywhere on all social medias. We're on Twitter, Facebook. Send us an email at nspfootballtalk@gmail.com, and we will announce the winner the day after the Super Bowl. Or should we do it? No, we have to do it the day after, right? Because it's going to be late. You know,
You'll have to be up late doing all the calculations, AJ.
it's a
It's
school
gonna be
night.
close.
It's a
School night. For some people.
For some people. So yeah, we will announce the winner of our autographed authentic jersey the day after the Super Bowl. So good luck to all of you guys, and one lucky winner will be going home with a nice, clean, stitched up, iced up jersey. It's super good, you guys. It's muy bueno. All right, guys. Until next time, we appreciate every single one of y'all. We will post another video out this week. Thank you all so much for those of you guys subscribe. Thank you all so much for our Facebook faithfuls. We were at 207, so huge shout out to you guys. We're at 126 on YouTube. Reed's standing there, so I'm trying to, long this out so he can look like he's looking right now. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. And until next time, you guys, keep on grinding.